This is Matrix Lord 212. Hello, everybody. So I woke up from a long sleep and had my breakfast, and now I am trying to get this platinum that has eluded me. Yes, I am wasting time trying to get this platinum, which is really interesting. I could be getting all these platinums that I'm trying to grind this game. Because it's something about when you start something, you gotta finish it, and this game is probably gonna cost me my 4th rank, honestly. But I don't really give a rat's ass at the moment, because I'm definitely in a mood. I don't know what kind of mood yet. It's like when you wake up, it's always like sometimes you feel like a totally different aspect of yourself. So, it's just weird. I'm in a weird mood. I don't know if it's necessarily good or bad, but I do feel I need to take care of some business, and I'm treating this like a business. Like, I kind of neglected my business. So, it's all about business right now. I'm kind of like soft-spoken. I'm kind of like, hello, Mateo. So, waking up, I'm different today. I don't know what it is, if it's going to be good or bad overall, but I'm going to talk, because I got Mateo in here, I am going to talk about Doctor Who and how friggin' wrong I was that it was excellent. I thought it was going to be garbage, but I was taken aback by the fact that, and again, spoilers for anybody who didn't see Doctor Who, but at first glance, I thought that was going to be a Doctor Who light episode. And I didn't like the main character, the girl, from the trailers and the clips. And I even made fun of it. Like, I commented throughout Twitterland there, X, and I kind of responded to, like, Bolstrek. I'm like, oh, this episode's fucking loving monsters, had a baby, would sleep no more, and you got this shit. So, when I first started watching it, I really didn't like it, right? Second act, I sort of didn't like it. It was really the third act that I was just blown away, like, so disturbed by the main character. Like, it truly is like a Black Mirror type episode, where this woman was such a fucking entitled, elegante, racist bitch cunt that I could not fucking believe it. Like, she basically found out that this rock star guy he lied about who he was. I guess he was poor, he was whatever, and he changed his name. So the moment she found out, like, he was trying to save her life, the moment she found out that he wasn't rich like her, which I didn't notice at the time, I was kind of confused, like, what the fuck is going on? She sold him out to the villain killed him. And she had no remorse whatsoever. Like, she didn't give a fuck. And she wasn't even worried about what people would think of her. She just didn't give a fuck. And when it came time to meeting the Doctor and Ruby, like, she gave him a hard time the whole episode. Like, she was a fucking nasty cunt to him. And you didn't know why. And then Ruby Sunday, she was kind of cold too, but she wasn't nasty like she was with Judy, right? And when it came time, like, where he's like, look, the people she was with her friends, they're like, you better get away from him because he's contaminated. And she didn't want to go with the Doctor and Ruby, let them rescue her. She saw him as poor. She saw him as black, like she was racist. She's a racist fucking bitch. That he's not up to her standards, like not part of her. that she's like, oh, thank you for saving me, but you're not like us. You're not from us. You're not, I can't go with you. And he's like screaming at her like, I don't care what your opinion is. I don't care what you say. Let me save your life. And she didn't want to have anything to do with him and her friends. And he was so frustrated. He was screaming at them, you're gonna die. Why would you want to do this? And they didn't want him to save them at all because they were racist, fucking, nasty, entitled, fucking, rich kids, fucking oblivious to everything in reality. And they just, so everybody is a lesser race. Everybody is a lesser being than them. And they thought who the fuck they were. Even though he saved them, they thought of him as fucking scum. And she was definitely a racist towards him. 100%. So I was like shocked by it. He is stronger though. I'm sorry. This cemented him, bro. If you didn't see how that bothered him and he translated what he goes through in real life into the emotions of the Doctor, it was great. The episode was great. I'm sorry, I was wrong. The episode was great. And this was his first time that he filmed as the Doctor, I guess, for the season. It was just, he was fucking fantastic. It wasn't decent. It was fucking, I mean, you could think it's decent. I thought it was, I changed my tune. The moment I saw the last act, I was making it a failing grade. I was making it a shitty episode, but then I got why it was like this. Like why they only cast white people. Why, like they wanted to portray these fucking entitled, racist, rich bitches, and I was just fucking blown away that it's sad, but in reality there are people that are like this, and there are people with social media that got their head up their fucking ass, and if there was a fucking creature, they wouldn't even know it next to them, and they would get eaten. It's actually so fucking true, and I thought that was brilliant to come up with that idea based on the way people are, like the Russell did. I didn't understand it before, but when he conveyed it in the episode, the way he wrote it, I fucking was in love with this episode when In the Truth came out. They were a bunch of entitled racist pigs. And I was like, wow, that, you know what, I gotta give it to Russell. Like, I was totally wrong. I was shitting all over the episode on social media. And before I even seen it, and shame on me for doing that, because I usually don't do that, but I was like, wow, I'm wrong sometimes. I am wrong sometimes, and I gotta admit it, because that was a banger of an episode. That, you know, now I'm happy, because it's like, alright, this is why you like different things in Doctor Who. This is why you crave the new, the different directions for each episode, because you get something like this that will stand the test of time. And I really, really loved the episode. It was the reverse of 73 Yards. Like, the episode was failing in the first two acts, and then in the end, it drew me in. It got me, and I got the episode. I was like, wow. I like the fact that I had to talk to my son about it, Joe, right away, and I'm like traumatized about it. I couldn't fucking believe it. It was so good. So we loved it. And nah, man, it couldn't have been better. It's the way it was. It had to be this way, this episode. But let's not judge this episode by the whole season. It's like, this episode happened. I'm happy it happened. Now we move on to the next. I don't know about the next episode. I thought I was confident before. I don't know. We'll see. But we only got 3 episodes left, guys. 3 episodes left, and then it's over. And, you know, then onward to the Christmas special and onward to season 2. You know. So, I am going to say that I loved Shooty in this. I thought his acting was above average, and I like that the Susan Twist thing is a thing. Well, if you're judging it by the season, I would have to agree with you that the season is not going the way you liked or I liked, and that's obvious. Like, that's just, But like I told you, I think he needs to get in the groove. I mean, he's been away. You know, if you didn't ride a bike in a long time, yes, you never forget how to ride a bike, but sometimes you got to remember how fast you were going, how, you know, what path you take. And I think he needs a little wiggle room. I just think he needs, we need to see him in season 2, like what he does. So he gets a pass. And Disney Plus also gave him a pass. Disney Plus gives him a pass because it's the first season. So they're not judging they're not going to cancel Doctor Who at all based on the first season at all. Not that they have the rights to cancel it anyway, but like, I mean, they could get rid of the show, but they're not going to, they can't fire him. But I am ready to get to the closing arguments of Doctor Who for season. We got 3 more episodes left. It's just about over. It's sad because, you know, what the hell are you going to watch now? But we're going to see the Christmas trailer at the end of the finale. So, and for those that are hopping on looking for an announcement from Disney Plus, there is no announcement because season 2 is approved. It's done. It's made. So they're not going to make any announcement at all. You're just going to see trailers. You're going to see a trailer about the Christmas special at the end of the finale. And you're going to see a trailer about series 2, season 2, at the end of the Christmas special. But I mean, why do we ever judge Doctor Who when we were watching it, the classic series, like, oh, you know, we got this, we could, like, I think the problem is I think that the Whittaker Chibnall era was so bad that people are just connecting it to this when it's not. I mean, it is, but it isn't. But, like, the Chibnall era was the worst and will always remain the worst because Chibnall tried to destroy the fucking show from within, and he accomplished almost canceling it. You and I, first of all, when she was first announced, if you watched my reveal, I was enraged, and all my group were pissed off that she was chosen, and I threw K9, the figure I had, across the room, and I broke the toy. For the first time ever, I broke a Doctor Who toy. And I couldn't believe my anger that I just destroyed something I loved, right? And I wound up hating her. And this was before we even had an episode with her. But people make fun of that episode. People laughed at that episode. I even heard that she saw that episode from her brother or something, like, showed her. And people were trying to get me to turn around before she started. They were sending me clips of all the stuff she's done. They sent me a play with her and Christopher Eccleston, and I really liked it. I was like, wow, maybe this is why they chose her. When a thing was leaked about her being the Doctor, I completely looked at her and I'm like, she's the Doctor. That's exactly what the Doctor does. That's what the Doctor wouldn't say, oh my god, I'm a female. Like, the Doctor would see being a female as wearing a new shirt and outfit, not as a gender thing, right? Like, the Doctor would not see that as that. The Doctor would be too busy saving the world to pay attention that he's a female, you know? Of course, once in a while, the Doctor would be like, you know, hey, I am a female, and, you know, whatever. But, again, the fact that made me like Jodie Whittaker even more was the fact that when we went through the pandemic, she was worried about the kids because she's a mom, and she was worried about their hero abandoning them. She's the one that filmed on her own. I mean, yeah, she probably got Chibnall involved, but she filmed from her house, you know, to try to make the kids feel at ease. And I found that very, like, she didn't have to do that. Like, you're an actor playing a part, but she didn't have to do that, but she wanted to do that. She felt that they needed that, and we did need that. In fact, after that, you know, we also had Russell come back and Moffat come back, writing episodes for the pandemic, you know, mini-sodes and all kinds of shit. And then it's like they came back and they're like, wow, we really love Doctor Who, you know. And then Russell was like, you know, fuck this, I want it back, you know. And he took the steps and the motions to fucking get Doctor Who back, knowing Chris Chibnall's leaving anyway. So I fucking, and he saved Doctor Who because Doctor Who was getting canceled. All right. Chibnall was just weird because Chibnall, when she talked about Jodie, how her coworker was against her singing, she wasn't talking about the actors and actresses that are her team TARS, her companions. She was talking about Chris Chibnall. That Chris Chibnall was pissed, but she didn't say it was Chris Chibnall. But you saw that he did that episode while this was happening, and that's why he made like the Fugitive Doctor perfect, because he was mad at her. So like he channeled that energy into that, like, and he made us love the Fugitive Doctor more than her, which was crazy. But Chris Chibnall basically destroyed our whole concept of Doctor Who by trying to destroy from within. I mean, you have to see, we talked about this on my cast numerous times. They wanted action figures. He didn't want the show to have action figures. They wanted clothing. He didn't want the show to have clothing. He treated it like Broadchurch, where it was just a low-key thing, and he didn't want to go to Comic-Con. He didn't want to do any of this stuff. He was kind of destroying the brand from within, and they lost all licenses. Like, there was some stuff that came out for Doctor Who, like Funko Pops, but he stopped all Funko Pops after that. He literally was basically trying to make Doctor Who so low-key that nobody was talking about it, and Doctor Who magazine was on the verge of cancellation, and he should have stepped in, but he didn't, because he liked what he liked. He liked people that were doing stuff for Doctor Who that were his friends, his thing. So he was going to let Doctor Who magazine die, where Russell T Davies does the opposite, right? So, like, he was just a selfish fucking, in my opinion, just a selfish fucking, like, when he was in the mood and what he wanted, he got what he wanted. Like, he did not want Doctor Who on Comic-Con. He did not want Doctor Who promoted by the actors doing anything else that like, let's say the Doctor, that would take away attention from the role. Her doing Yellow, like, he fucking was not happy about it. Like, all this stuff, it was just like, so he ruined the show, and he didn't give a fuck that he was ruining the show, because it was his to ruin. You know, he was at odds with the BBC. They had meetings with him. They fucking wanted the Christmas special. He didn't want that. He was against Christmas. It was like, holy shit. And then he brought them in so much money with these weird deals that they couldn't really fire him, because he got the money that they didn't have before, so they were kind of dealing with him, you know? Which is the opposite to Russell T Davies now. They see Russell T Davies as a savior, as he could do no wrong, and they would never go against him. He made them so much money, the BBC. But Chris Chibnall, no. So then he left a mess, because you're supposed to tidy up what you have for the next showrunner, and he left it a mess with the Timeless Child, where Russell had to fucking answer it at some point, or he had to do something about it, and he didn't want to, but he had to. So this is why Russell offered Chris Chibnall and Stephen Moffat a job on day one, and Chris Chibnall said no because he was busy, and Stephen Moffat said yes. So he wanted Chris Chibnall to fucking solve his own fucking bullshit, answer what the Timeless Child really was, which he kind of already did. If you saw the Power of the Doctor, he was kind of, first of all, he announced that the Flux destroyed the whole entire universe but 2 planets, Earth and that other planet. Then he contradicted that in Power of the Doctor, making it like the universe is back to normal 100%, and the Doctor has places that she could travel to. And he kind of made that the Timeless Child was this fucking creature that was the Cybermen were trying to take. That it was not her, not Doctor, it was this fucking... it was the same story arc, but with a different alien, that was the Timeless Child, without even saying it was the Timeless Child. Like, he threw everything he said away. Like, it never happened. There was no mention of that, you know? And again, the Fugitive Doctor is completely different than the timeless child nonsense. I mean, it did happen, maybe because of certain things, but she's not connected with that story arc. So I loved Jodie, and I done, God, thousands of fucking videos on her doctor, and but I felt that the writing was shit for her. That if Russell T Davis was writing for Jodie, it would be so much better, right? So much better than it actually was. What is this, Liam, for? This is this game that I was playing yesterday and the day before that is a fucking grind, very time consuming, and will make me lose my ranking. But it's a game that I just can't get it out of my system, and I have to get the platinum to get it out of here, and I'm not playing anything else until I get the fucking platinum for this. So it's in my way. This game is in my way, and I can't play anything else. It's got to go. So of course, it's not going to go in 5 minutes, unfortunately. It's not going to go in 10 minutes. It's not even going to go in a half hour, because the way they made this game, it takes so long. Right now I have 178,000 of whatever this is, and I'm supposed to get 972,000. Okay, so the thing is, after the Neil Gaiman episode, and they revealed that there was a Time Lord that changed sex, it wound up that after that they all wound up doing it. And while in the past I would agree with you that the Doctor has to be a man, I don't feel that that's the case anymore, because again, they're part of a Time Lord society that they're above being a man or a woman. I mean, look at Missy. She just became a woman to fuck with the Doctor, not to become a woman, you know? So the Doctor can be a woman, and I think that we got to get that out of our head, because that's sort of like sexist, that if you think like that, like the Doctor can't be a woman. It's like, the Doctor's an alien. The Doctor's not a human being. The Doctor is not us, okay? So why the Doctor's so different that he's not a human being? He's an alien. So the Doctor doesn't have to be a woman. I think the Doctor should be a man, yes. But the Doctor doesn't have to not be a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, things have changed. So but it doesn't have to be no more. You know what I'm saying? Times are different, bro. It doesn't have to be. As long as you have the right actor, it doesn't matter if they're man or woman. It doesn't matter. I used to think like that, but no more. Now, mind you, I'm not running to make the Doctor female again anytime soon, don't get me wrong, but it's just the Doctor can, not that the Doctor should, but the Doctor can be a woman. The Doctor could also revisit old faces. That's been established. And we got that, which some people were not happy with. The show is about change, but change doesn't have to be what you think it is. Like, change could be revisiting an old face, you know, and then trying to figure out things and who you are and stuff, even though you have a moment of who you were, but with all the new knowledge. So in essence, he's not going to be the 10th Doctor, he's going to be the 14th Doctor, but he's going to be the 10th Doctor personality, I guess. So the Doctor Who is not getting canceled at all. I mean, I value your opinion. You know, I'm not coming against you. You could feel what you want to feel. You know, I don't agree, but it's fair. Okay, so let me ask you a silly question. How old are you? It's a silly question, I know. I mean, I could tell you my age if you feel uncomfortable, but how old are you? If you don't mind me asking, can I ask you? Can I ask you or no? If you don't want to ask, if you don't want to answer it, just say I don't want to answer it. It's fine. You're not going to be judged. It matters your age. I made it would bring insight into how you feel about things. Because I mean, if I were quick to judge, I would think that based on your statement that you're younger than me. Now I could be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, but I could be wrong. Alright, how about this? Are you younger than 50 years old? I mean, that's not really telling. Hold on a minute, because I can't see your entire... What about Alien and Aliens? Have you seen those movies? I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying, like, have you seen Alien or Aliens movie? I figured you were younger, right? Okay. Have you seen Aliens? Does anybody hear me? Because I feel sometimes I'm talking, nobody's answering me. Mateo, have you seen Alien or Aliens with Sigourney Weaver? Have you seen The Terminator with Linda Hamilton? Have you seen any movie where the lead was a female lead? And did you have a problem with that the female lead, the hero, was a female? Okay, and what did you feel of the Alien and Aliens 2 movies? How did you feel about the main character being a female? Okay, so alright, so you agree it didn't bother you that the hero was a female in Aliens. And what about the fact that besides John Connor being the hero in Terminator, his mom being the hero? What did you think of her? Or what did you think of in Resident Evil, Mila Jovovich? Like, or or Princess Leia, or I mean, did you have never had a problem with a female lead at all, right? I see you, Liam. I'm having a deep conversation with the guy, bro. What the fuck, man? Liam, what the fuck, bro? You're there. I see you, bro. I mentioned you before. I said hello. I was talking. I was having a conversation, man. Why is everybody entitled lately where they have to fucking have to drop everything and talk about what they want me to talk about or whatever? Like, my God. I see you, bro. You're my fucking one of my favorite people in the world. Liam Ford. You exist, but stop being that way. You're a fucking moderator. You're amazing. I know you're fucking amazing. You want me to tell you you're amazing every day? Fucking amazing, Liam Ford. You're fucking amazing. Alright? Does that make your ego better? Stop being a bitch, Liam. No, I love you. Stop it. But not in that type of way. In a friendship way. I don't know, Mateo. I mean, if you feel that way, you feel that way. What are you going to do? There's nothing wrong with feeling that way. You can feel whatever way you want to feel. You could be who you want to be. You could feel what you want to feel. I am, besides this game, I'm working on Blastful. And, let me tell you what the games I purchased. Hold on. Because I got a donation the other day and I purchased a whole bunch of games, Liam. So right now I'm playing Bucket Crusher. This is time consuming. Blastful, the shooter, ASMR Slicing, Marble Mazes from the Jumping Fries people, Sled Riders, Wall to Wall, which is from Stroke the Dog people, Sorarian Towers I bought, Teltex Chaser is an easy plat, like a minute or two, Carrion Star Collector, that's an easy plat, and I beat a hard plat like Xiaomi. That was hard. But then I have other games that I haven't played yet that I bought. So I would suggest there's also that other game that if you buy all these stacks, you could probably finish them pretty quickly. Let me tell you what they are. Excuse me, Mateo, 'cause I gotta do some gaming business here. Okay, so I would get that Feathers game. Claws and Feathers 3. Buy that. And buy all the stacks connected to that. And buy Neon Bash. And buy all the stacks connected to Neon Bash. Buy all the stacks connected to Sled Riders. Maybe there's only 2. Buy all the Teltex Chasers. Soraj Invaders, buy that. Buy Final Frog. Buy Sweetest Monster visual novel. Buy Guess the Door. Buy The Mermaid of Zendor. Buy The Incubi Harem. Buy Mystic Warriors Battleground. Okay, is that enough? How about that? That's good, right? That's good, right? Oh, well, Sushi Break, head-to-head, Asia and Japan, but they're glitchy, so just wait. Oh. It has to have Sushi Plus, and they're all working on a new break game, so that should be out soon. Okay. Okay, I have to disagree with you, Mateo, 100%, because we have no right to say that. There is no, when you start saying stuff like True Doctor, you're making it like the doctor is the doctor. You can't, from an opinion, recreate history that she's not the doctor. Capaldi regenerated into Jodie Whittaker. Jodie regenerated to David Tennant. David Tennant regenerated to Ncuti Gatwa. There is none of that nonsense about true doctor. This is canon. This is not getting erased. This is not, it cannot be erased. Like, it's so cemented in this that it can never be changed. She is the doctor, whether you like it or not. And that's like so nerdrotic crap that, like, I can't, it's not fake canon, bro. I gotta tell you, honest to God, like, I have been watching the show since I was 5, and it shaped my entire life. And I'm gonna tell you right now, like, you and I, right now, I do not agree at all. And it's not even a simple thing of an opinion, because this is not an opinion. She is the doctor. Then David Tennant came again, then Ncuti. That nonsense is a lie. But I have watched it for 45 years, though. I've watched it when it was canceled. I've gotten the books. I've gotten all kinds of stuff. Like, I'm not going to stop watching it for anyone. And if it was a situation where it was going to get canceled and I was rich, I would step in and stop it from being canceled if I was rich. It's not, I will never have it go away. So, I mean, they made things that not work out, and maybe Doctor will get canceled and get arrested at some point in time, but, like, it isn't Jodie Whittaker's fault that Chris Chibnall was a shitty-ass writer during being a showrunner. You have to blame the fucking writer. The writer fucked up the show, not Jodie Whittaker. She was just an actor, man. Like, you gotta get that in your head. Like, she's just a fucking actor, bro, and she fucking didn't have to care about the fucking fans, and she does. Fine, but because you don't recognize it, you can't create a lie that she's not. It's one thing for you not to recognize it, but for you to, like, recreate history? No. Whether you like it or I like it is irrelevant. She is the doctor on every aspect. She is canon. And then the 14th Doctor's canon, and Ncuti's canon. And that's not an opinion. That's fucking reality. That is the thing. You gotta stop being like Nerdrotic, where Nerdrotic is trying to create a whole goddamn movement of fucking people where they make it that you could rewrite the history of the show because you don't like it. Now, no fucking way. And I bet you anything, you've been a fan of Nerdrotic from the very beginning. I bet you're one of his biggest fans, Nerdrotic. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not trying to go to war with Nerdrotic, but I was a fan of Nerdrotic too. And I used to love watching his stuff until I found out that the very thing he reviews, he's never fucking seen. Because I liked Supergirl and he did not, right? And I would be interested why he's shitting on it. And he would review every episode and every season. And then it came out. He did a video. And he says, yeah, I wanted to tell you the truth. I've never seen an episode of Supergirl past season 1. Well, how the fuck can you review an episode if you've never seen the episode? How the fuck could you do that? So I felt immediately that he was not genuine. That, like, he broke my trust because you go in him to see an opinion and he made a fake opinion. He jumped against a show trying to get it canceled and he's never seen it. And after that, I'm like, oh, and now he's going to create a movement, and all these fucking people are all going to be clones of Nerdrotic when he didn't actually see the fucking goddamn shit. And he hated on it, he shitted on it, and he never fucking seen it. And if you've never seen it, you can't talk about it. So it doesn't matter. Like, he's forever now cemented in my brain that I don't fucking believe a goddamn thing he says. Nothing against him. I mean, whatever. He's got a successful channel on bullshit. That's fine. But I will never, ever, ever probably watch him, or if I do, just for shits and giggles. But I will never trust like that nonsense at all, because it's bullshit. Okay? When I fucking watch a Doctor Who episode, I watch Doctor Who episode. If I didn't see it, I don't talk about it. So, like, there is none of that bullshit. And I'm not gonna, you know, I have a fan base too, of course, like Nerdotic does. You know, and I'm gonna be genuine with my fans, and I'm gonna tell you if I like an episode, if I don't like an episode. And he's the one that started the Rest in Peace Doctor movement, which I can't fucking stand, because it's not over. And while he goes to make video upon video to destroy it, I go upon video to save it or help it. So we are completely opposite in that regard, because Doctor Who has always been a part of my life, and I'm not gonna have some fucking guy destroy it and get a whole bunch of fans against it when he's not genuine himself. Like, he, you know, one of the fundamental rules is if you're reviewing something, you watched it. You can't review something if you didn't watch it. No Rest in Peace. No. It's not helping Doctor Who. Rest in Peace. It's no way. Rest in Peace Doctor Who is shitting on Doctor Who constantly. And it's so shitting on Doctor Who that people are so fucking brainwashed a part of that movement that they won't like anything. They'll make themselves hate it. And that, no. Sorry. It's not bad Doctor Who, bro. For you, it's bad Doctor Who because you think it's Rest in Peace. Telling you, I mean, God bless your opinion for yourself, but see, here's the thing, right? You and I, right, could agree with you and I could respect each other's opinions without being enemies, right? That's the way it is. Like, you have friends, and it's always best, like, your friends, you know, could be opposites, but yet they're friends, right? But the way the movement is, people make it like we have to be mortal enemies, you and I, because our opinions are different, and that's not true at all. But you can't change my opinion, and I can't change your opinion. That's just the way it is, and I'm not going to change your opinion. You're not going to change my opinion. You're going to be free to feel the way you do, and I'm going to be free to feel how I do. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to, right now, you know, gaming is my aspect besides Doctor Who. And right now you can't see it because I'm just in a time loop playing this shitty game, trying to figure out a way out of the time loop. Maybe the Jaggeroth traveled back in time and splintered across Earth's history and is messing shit up, but maybe it's Count Scorleone, maybe, you know, whatever. Scaroth, whatever. But I'm gonna beat this game and get this out of my fucking system, because this game is fucking me up. I need to be finished. It's not gonna be finished in the next 15 minutes, sadly. Okay, so here's the thing we're gonna do now, because what you just said pissed me off. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you just pissed me off. Okay, your opinion is not going to become my opinion. My opinion is my opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. What you're doing is you're feeling that nobody else could have a different opinion in the world other than yours. And you can't go through life like that, because you'll never be happy. And you ever see a situation like if you met a girlfriend or your significant other and it's opposites attract and you're totally different but you love each other? You can't choose who you love, right? Like, it just happens, right? So you can't have that where only your friends have your opinion. It doesn't work like that in the real world. You can't only be friends with people who think Doctor needs to rest in peace. You can't only be friends with people who believe that the Doctor should never be female. You are limiting yourself to a train of thought and thinking that is unhealthy and unwise, and you're going to be backtracking on it when you realize that that's the wrong state of thinking, okay? There is no challenge me of anything, okay? Because your challenge is set up upon rules to which it protects your narrative of the show, but it doesn't protect my narrative, okay? So you challenge me to watch season 2005 season, watch the season back to back and compare the two, tell me the same quality. I don't need to be challenged. And all due respect, this is the part where I become a dick. Okay? This is the part where I become a complete, where people say I become a dick. Okay? I have watched Doctor Who for 45 years. Okay? You are 25 or whatever you are, right? So you watch it half the times I have. I've watched every damn episode of every season, even in New Who, so many fucking times that it is mind-boggling the amount of times I've seen every single fucking episode of Doctor Who. Just like it's mind-boggling to some that I have 13,000 videos on my YouTube channel. I have more videos on Doctor Who and podcasts than anyone on the fucking planet Earth. And I find it insulting that you try to challenge me and ask me to watch something that I've watched more times than you've been alive. The amount of times I've watched Doctor Who, if you timed it together, is probably more than your age. Okay? So, no, I won't do what you say. And I have an open mind. But that's the thing. Your definition of an open mind is my opinion needs to be your opinion because you don't have an open mind enough for me to have a different opinion than you. So, no, I'm going to drop it because I don't want to fight with you. Okay? You're a guest on here. You're watching me play this shitty game. I appreciate you watching me play this shitty game. I recognize that you're sitting through this shitty game. Could we agree that this is a shitty game? Could we agree about that? I mean, it's a shitty game. It's an enjoyable game because it's relaxing, I think. But this is a shitty game. Alright, this is no fucking God of War. This is no Resident Evil. This is no, you know, this is a shitty game. But thank you for sitting through this shit. Much appreciated. Right, Unknown? Unknown is my game advisor, and he is watching me play this shitty-ass game. Oh, I agree with you. Oh, I agree, Mateo. I should. I agree with you. I should be well, here's the thing, though, right? I can't play Call of Duty. And Unknown knows why. Because I'm in competition, so we're all playing these games together. My competition beat this game. I have to beat this game. You know? It's not a question of, you know, like, it's, everybody's playing these games, so I can't, yeah, I'm from New York, yeah. Yeah. I can't, I have to play this shitty game. Even though you know, we can't shy away from any games, really, when we're in competition, so. But I haven't really looked at the leaderboards, but I think, Unknown, if you're in here, I'm in trouble with the 4th rank, I believe. And it's my own fault, actually, because I haven't been feeling 100% since the dentist, so. Yes, I'm Italian. Yes, I'm New York. I talked to John the White the other day. It was nice talking to him, like, on Twitter. He's a good guy, and Gobster's a good guy, too. Oh, my energy? Because I'm New York and I'm Italian? Ha! Is that a compliment or is that a complaint? Ha 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 ha. I'll take it as a compliment. How about that? I've talked to Rabbi before. In the past, I've talked to all of them. I've talked to everybody, bro. They're on my Twitter. No, I'm not debating anything, man, because I don't need to debate, yo. Because my opinion's not changing. Ha! But thank you, though. Much appreciated. How are you, by the way? You good? Where are you from? UK? Oh, okay. That's good. Do you believe the... Bro, let's talk for a second. Do you believe this shitty fucking game? Oh, now I'm gonna do a level. Watch. Oh, you're from USA? Nice. Alright, now this level's gonna be done. Now watch. Level's done. Woo-wee! Do you know what this means? You know what this means? See the 5 in the corner, right, Mateo? Right? This means absolutely nothing. This means absolutely nothing. You wanna know why? Because I need another coin. So I have to do what I did that took me hours again, and then I could buy the saw blade, and then I can get the platinum. So this is the halfway point. This meant nothing. The realization that it's nothing. So yeah. Meant absolutely nothing. And you see how there's only 129? I have to get basically almost $1 million money to buy that whole thing. And my blade is weak and my blade is small. Well, I am under YouTube law where I cannot talk about politics. But you can. I can crack jokes here and there, but leaving politics out of this one. Sorry. Well, I wish it wasn't the case, but unfortunately, there isn't completely freedom of speech, and YouTube is run by a certain political party, I guess. So, yeah. Now, of course, I'm not going to be smiling and, you know, promote the bandwagon of what their ideals are, because I don't agree. But at the same time, I'm not going to destroy my platform because of a subject. One subject out of many that I could talk about. Unfortunately, it is a rigged system. It's a system that I don't agree with, but it's a system that I have to be, unfortunately, silent about. Because, I mean, all due respect, I may get death threats because of Doctor Who, and I may get death threats because of gaming, but the moment I speak out about politics, I'll probably actually get killed. So, it's a sad thing that that's reality, unfortunately. But this is the world we live in, so I will be silent on that. I'm not good at Call of Duty. I'm really not good at Call of Duty. My children, who are not children anymore, they're going to be 26 and 24 in June and July. They kick my ass in Call of Duty. I am not good in Call of Duty. That doesn't mean I don't like Call of Duty. I do love Black Ops 3. But I am not good in Call of Duty. People will kill you because of your political views. And they will destroy your career because of your political views. And it doesn't matter whether you're a Republican or Democrat. The opposite would kill you and destroy you. And destroy everything you've built. Because they will put you in a category. They will label you. They will discriminate against you. All because of a political party. Which is why I encourage every single YouTuber that is starting out to never talk about politics ever. And never reveal who you're voting for. I've had people trying to get me fired from my jobs. I've had people that threatened to kill me. But, like I said, when it comes to politics, that would become a reality. Like people would. Despite just talking about it. So, there's great power comes great responsibility. I always go by that Spider-Man motto. And I am going to be ultimately responsible in this. Not talk about it. But I gotta tell you, despite us not agreeing, I really appreciate you coming in here, Mateo. And I'm really grateful that you did come in here and you sat through this shitty game. And I hope that you could appear in the future, and I will even go as far as invite you onto the Real Whovians cast, Mateo, as a guest with my panel. Are you hammered, Ethan? So I will send it in, you know, next time I do Real Whovians, you are welcome to appear. I would, if you could, do me a favor and send me a message, Mateo, on my Twitter. Like, DM me on Twitter. Do we follow each other on Twitter? Hold on. I don't know if I follow you. Let me see. Oh, I am following you. Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to say hi to you in, wait. Oh, I can't. Would you block me? Oh. Did you block me, Mateo? Okay, I think I just sent you a hi. Okay, I just sent you a hi, okay? In DM, just say hi back. So that way I have you in my I do everything on Twitter these day and ages, so just say hi back. That's all. And then whenever I do a Real Whovians, if you want to come in, you can come in. Oh, this game, Ethan, this game is shit, bro. I mean, I'm only playing it. Unknown knows my game advisor because this fucking... I'm in competition, so we're all playing this fucking shitty game. I'm enjoying it. It's relaxing, but it's just too time consuming. If you're a trophy hunter and you need to get up the ranks and you can't play this game. This game's too time consuming. This is not a quick platinum. This is like days, unfortunately. But I'm the type sometimes that when I want something done and I have to, you know, I really want to finish something, I won't play anything else, so I got this on my brain, but I have so many games that I could play that I'm not playing. It's ridiculous. I mean, I was doing good in Super Meat Boy, too. Yes, it is. I guess you would be the 1959th episode if you appeared when I do the next one. Which, the number alone is not the amount of times I talked about Doctor Who on a podcast. I used to be host of the Whovians podcast before I did my own podcast, and I've also talked about Doctor Who in the Everything Show, my other podcast. So I do have thousands of podcasts, and I've also have so many thousands of videos on Doctor Who that nobody can come close. YouTube, on my channel, Matrix Lord 212. Subscribe, like and subscribe, please. Notifications on. You never heard of the Whovians cast? Oh my god. I was in the Doctor Who magazine with Osgood on the cover. That was my claim to fame in Doctor Who magazine. I appeared in that one issue of Doctor Who magazine. It's hysterical. When Osgood was on the cover of Doctor Who magazine with the scarf. I also went to filming of Angels Take Manhattan. That was fun. Oh! Wait! Wait! Oh! Wait a minute. That's it! That's the platinum! I did it! Oh my god! I'm so happy with myself! Holy shit! It's over! The game is over! I can't believe it! It's finally over unknown! I did it! Oh my god, wait! I can't fucking believe it! It's over! I can't fucking believe it, bro! Wait! Oh my god! Wait! Wait, hold on, wait. Let me just check that. Wait, where's the thing? Come on. It's over. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Holy shit, bro. Bro, it's over. Alright, I'm going right into a new one. New game. So join me in there. Alright, thank you guys. Take care. Bye for now.